All right, everybody. So the backyard right now just looks terrible because last week we had a freeze. Next week, we're going to start being in the 20s with apparently snow coming on Tuesday. We'll see. We're in Houston. I don't know if it's actually going to snow, but if it does, I will definitely show y'all. But today I just wanted to have a little talk with everyone about 3 topics, which you saw on the thumbnail. So let's get to it. Before we get to the topics, I actually haven't been out in the backyard very much this past week because it's been just cold and rainy. But check out these peas. Look at these beautiful pea flowers. I just love those. So pretty. Look at that. Now those aren't going to survive what we have coming, but that's all right. So, okay, first thing I want to talk to y'all about. Now today is the 3rd Sunday of the month. And back in November, I think, I mentioned that I wanted to start doing lives in 2025. And I threw out there that we would do the lives on the 3rd Sunday of the month starting in January. Well, y'all, the days, the weeks, the weekends, everything got away from me. So I should be doing a live today, but we're not. We will do the live next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We will do a live. We're just going to sit down, chill, talk about gardening, what's going on with your gardens, your preparations for spring, things of that nature. We're not talking politics or religion or anything controversial, but that is definitely what we're going to talk about. Let's have some fun, and if you all can join, hey, all the merrier, right? So, again, the live for January is going to be next Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. All right? So make sure you adjust for whatever time zone you're in. And I look forward to it. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Lives kind of make me nervous. I know you're probably like, well, why? Well, because right now I'm just talking to a phone. When you're on a live, you're talking to everybody live. So you can definitely understand why that could be a little nerve-wracking. But we're going to have some fun with it. I always enjoy it, but the first 5 minutes, just letting you know, I'll be a little nervous. All right, so before we move on to the next topic, I mentioned I was going to get these 2 pepper plants out of the ground and inside to save them. And y'all, I never had the time to do it. There's a really good serrano plant right here and a habanero plant, and man, they look terrible. Check it out. Ugh. Look at all the peppers on that serrano plant. And that habanero right there. Doggone it. Lost them. It is what it is. It's gardening. Okay, let's move on to that. Now, let's move on to the second topic. You know what? Before we do, I mentioned that this corner would be totally done once the freezes came. Check it out. Only things that are really living is the sage, which will survive. It's a native plant. And those doggone climbing rose bushes, which I'm going to take out in February. So, again, good thing about a freeze is it resets everything. Definitely don't mind that. Okay, so this is something I'm really excited to talk about. Now, I won't lie to y'all. I was a little nervous about starting this whole thing. I'm a very laid-back person. I don't take myself super serious or anything, for the most part. But I've been asked numerous times about merch because I always wear a shirt or my sweatshirt. I've never had a place where I could say, hey, go here and get merch for the channel. So I spent some time, couldn't really find anywhere that I really wanted to set up a store, an online store for merch. And then my friend Dale over on Old Southern Kitchen and Garden mentioned a company that they use. I looked into it, seemed really simple. Even then, I drug my feet on this, and I think it was last month where I mentioned in 2025 I would put out some merch. So if you look down below in this video, you'll see a little section that shows the merch. I've got 2 different types of shirts out there on this website. I've kept the prices incredibly as low as I could, and if y'all are interested, by all means, go down, grab some merch. I also started a link for coffee cups, because I always tell y'all to grab your coffee, so I thought, hey, why not create some coffee cup design. So if y'all are interested, by all means, go down, order some merch. Any of the proceeds that I actually get just goes into helping the channel, and I would totally appreciate any support that you all can give on that realm. And I want to thank my mom and one of my best friends, Doug, for being the first 2 people to actually order stuff off of that website. So yeah, if you're interested, check it out. Sport some down home backyard gardening merch. All right, y'all, if you look at this garden, look at all the dead stuff. This is all basil, dead. Eggplants, dead. Basil, dead. Tomato plants down there, dead. So like I said in that one video, I actually don't mind a good freeze because it just resets. It cleans the slate in the backyard. You're able to get rid of stuff without being like, I don't want to get rid of it. Because right now I don't have a choice. After next week, when the freezes for what we're hearing are pretty much done, I'm going to come through, get rid of everything, amend everything, give the gardens about a month to break down the nutrients, push the nutrients down into the soil, and start amending these beds for spring. Because if y'all aren't ready for spring, you need to be. If you don't already have your seeds going, especially if you're in the south, we're in my last expected frost date is March 1st-ish. I'm already rocking and rolling, ready to go. So y'all need to be doing the same thing, prepping for spring. Okay, the final topic we are going to talk about. And this is a topic that I kind of hinted at, I think it was Thursday in the community page, where I said, hey, in today's video, we're going to talk about changing the world. Okay, and I that wasn't clickbait or anything like that. I really feel that what we're about to talk about can change the world. So, Chad, what are you talking about, dude? Like, you lost your mind? No? All right, hear me out. Okay, we all have that one person, right? Or you might have multiple people in your life, but we all have at least one person that when you think back on your life, your growing up, your life, somebody did something to stand out and to make a difference in your life, right? I mean, we all have that person. And I'm not just talking about gardening. I'm talking about period. We all have like a teacher or a mentor, a neighbor, somebody from church, a grandparent, a parent, an aunt and uncle, a family friend, someone that you know did something, taught you something, did something that helped shape the person that you are today. At least in one realm, one way or another, right? We all have that one person. So where am I going with this? It's no secret that for gardening, for me, my mom's mom was a huge influence on me. Without her, I might not have ever cared about gardening. I definitely wouldn't be doing YouTube, that's for sure. Now, as far as YouTube is concerned, I got into YouTube based off of a challenge that Scott Head on Black Gumbo Southern Gardening put out back in 2020. So right there, those are two people that helped kind of shape my life. And then I read a book that for gardening completely changed my life, and that's this one right here. And obviously, if y'all follow this channel for a while, y'all know I went out to California last year with Darian and got to meet Brian out there. And then his book and meeting him and talking to him and all that has also helped shape my life here on YouTube. So those are just 3 little quick examples of people that have helped shape the direction of my life. And one was when I was young, and the last 2 were when I've been older. Now, all through that, we all have people. I have many other people I can throw in here and say, you know, this person did this, that. You know, when I was in the military, I had a lot of people that I respected, I looked up to. But where am I going with this? Okay. Reel it in, Chad. What I want to do is challenge you right now. If you're watching this video, then you definitely are a fan or a person that supports this channel, likes my goofiness, my realness, the fact that I show everything out here. You've decided to subscribe and help support this channel. You follow, you comment, and everything like that, right? Well, I venture to guess that if you enjoy gardening, you probably have someone else in your life that you could easily, I don't want to say teach or influence, because they have to be willing to want to learn gardening or to start gardening, but you could definitely introduce gardening to someone in your life. That's my guess. Now, we're all at different stages of our lives and everything. I get that. But my challenge to everyone out there is this: change the world for somebody. And what I mean by that is open up their eyes to this glorious adventure of gardening. It is, you know how rewarding gardening is. And you also know how it can absolutely kill you with pests and disease and everything. But change the world for somebody. And what I would like, and what I challenge you to do, is find a kiddo. There's probably a kiddo in your life, a grandkid, a nephew, a niece, a child, a neighbor kid, someone you babysit, kids from church. Maybe start a little garden at church and get the kiddos involved. Whatever it takes, introduce gardening to that kid or to that person and get them involved in gardening. Even if it's just one little plant, y'all, just start it. Put the seed in their head, pun intended, put the seed in their head about gardening, because that totally has a chance of the possibility of changing their life. Introducing something to their life that could better their life, benefit their life, something that they can pass down. Like, I can remember my grandmother and me in her little backyard in Kentucky when I was little, and her picking, you know, cucumbers and beans and just being so excited about it, like I'm showing right here.
First of all, I want you to see the size of that one, would you?
She was so proud of that cucumber. And the one thing about doing this channel is that my kids, my grandkids, can always come and look back and see what their, you know, the joy that this brought their dad or their grandfather or whatever. But not everyone does YouTube. So you might be able to influence a kiddo that 20, 30 years down the road, they can look back and be like, man, I remember the joy that so-and-so taught me, the being out there in the backyard in their garden with them, and the excitement of seeing what's growing today, or the disappointment of, man, those stupid squash vine borers, and we came back the next season and got a huge squash. You know, whatever. Be that person in somebody's life for gardening. Now, that is my challenge, and I truly feel that if we all express our joy, our love, our passion for gardening to someone, a kiddo, an older kiddo, even an adult, maybe your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, niece, nephew, whoever, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, whoever, you might just be able to truly transform somebody's life in a way that you just don't know. And all you have to do is just simply introduce gardening to them. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. And I challenge you. I know this has been the year of challenges, right? Like on this channel, we got, I think, four 3 or 4 challenges going. We got the hashtag tomato challenge, the hashtag single seed challenge, the WIG 2025 challenge, the hashtag garlic challenge. So yeah, there's 4 challenges right now going on this channel, but this is one that literally everybody can do, and it doesn't require you to upload a video or anything. It just requires you to share your passion with someone who isn't a gardener right now and change their life forever. All right, everyone, so that's the video. This went a lot longer than I was expecting, but I'm passionate about gardening, and if you get nothing else from this channel, you definitely know I'm passionate. If you got nothing else from this video, you definitely know I'm passionate about gardening. And I just want us to all introduce gardening, our passion, to somebody else. And I just felt it was important because it's been on my heart for me to share this with everybody. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Nothing else, I hope I expressed my thoughts good to where everyone understands it, and at least one person out there takes this to heart and introduces gardening to somebody. As always, everyone, if y'all enjoyed this video, do me the 3 favors: share, like, subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already. Y'all take care, God bless. We've got freezing weather coming. If you're in this Arctic blast all across the country, be safe, stay warm, check your pipes, get your pets inside, check on your neighbors, and I'll talk to y'all again real soon.